The snow fell thick and fast, a white blanket trying to cover the sins of this city. My name isn't important. What's important is that I was there. Stalingrad, winter of 42. A city of ghosts and steel. They called it a turning point, a meat grinder, a hell on earth. For me, it was just home for a while. A home where the walls were rubble and the lullabies were the screams of dying men. I remember the cold. It wasn't just in the air. It seeped into your bones, a constant gnawing ache that no amount of clothing could stop. Your fingers would stick to the metal of your rifle. We'd huddle together, not for warmth, but just to feel another human being, to remember we weren't just phantoms in a frozen nightmare. Food was a distant memory. We boiled leather belts, chewed on scraps of wallpaper. Anything to quiet the relentless hunger. Every day was the same brutal dance. From the rubble of a factory floor to the skeletal remains of an apartment building, we fought for every inch of ground. We weren't fighting for grand ideals anymore. Not for countries or leaders. We were fighting for the man next to us. We fought for one more sunrise, one more breath of icy air. I remember a boy, no older than 16, with eyes that had seen too much. He'd found a small, unbroken music box in a ruined house. At night, when the shelling paused, he would wind it up. That tiny, tinny melody, a fragile sound in a world of explosions, was our sliver of hope. It was a reminder that a world of beauty and peace had once existed, and maybe, just maybe, it could exist again. He didn't make it. But that melody, I can still hear it. We were pushed back to the Volga. The river was our last stand, a frozen barrier between us and annihilation. With our backs to the water, something changed. Desperation became defiance. We held on through the endless artillery barrages, the dive bombers, the house-to-house combat that was so close you could see the fear in your enemy's eyes. They were just like us, cold, hungry, and terrified. Then came the silence. One day, the guns just stopped. It was louder than any explosion. A deafening, unnerving quiet. We crawled out from our holes, blinking in the pale winter light. The city was a graveyard, a testament to human endurance and human folly. I walked through the streets, past the frozen statues of soldiers locked in their final moments. I was moving, breathing, alone. Why me? Why did I survive when so many better, braver men fell? It's a question that has haunted me for a lifetime. There's no answer. It was just chance, a roll of the dice in a game no one should ever have to play. People call me a hero, but the real heroes are buried under the snow and stone of that city. I'm just the one left to tell their story, to remember the boy with the music box, to remember the price of hatred. I am the last witness, the last soldier of Stalingrad, and I must not forget. We must not forget. Thank you for listening.